Welcome to Reflective 23 Designs. Let's see what's going on today.
Alright, so we're going to check this out and see what's inside the Walmart box. Got this fan on here. So we'll just take this off of here. Should be a ceiling fan here. Better than that last one. Get that up of there. There we go. Alright, so let's see here what we got. Sorry, I'm getting off the camera. Yes, there we go. Alright, so let's get this box out of the way here, because you never know, you have to do return. So I'll go over this real quick. There's nothing major on the outside. So it's like labels to this thing here. The one was to the store, so pretty much a plain packaging. So get it opened up and we'll see what's up inside of this box. This should be a bigger fan, so much bigger fan. You see by the box, a lot bigger. Alright. Okay. Open it up here. There we go. Alright. That box opened up there. Now get this off of there. Oh yeah. It's a lot bigger than the other one. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it's just the plastic there. Let's get it up out of it. Get it out of the box here. Okay, not that you see nothing else in the box here, so let's get this closed up. Yeah. Out of the way. There we go. Alright. Let's get this. Alright, so there's the bracket. And it has the, oh, they put it all on the top here. Remote controlled batteries. Some kind of hook or something. So we got some kind of hook or something with the fan itself. Turn it over. It looks a lot bigger, but still, I'm going to check the blade size on this one, because this still looks small, but it looks bigger than the other one. So let's check that. So yeah, so it's not even 18 across, it's 11. So this is kind of disappointing, because I ordered an 18-inch fan. This is supposed to be an 18-inch. It's 2 inches bigger than the other one. I'm really confused on how they can keep doing this. This is supposed to be at least 18 inches across. Here to here, or these are supposed to be 18 inches. The glass in the whole thing is an 18-inch fan. I'm looking for this to be 18 inches, and that's what most people are looking for when they look for this size fan. So I guess I'll deal with this one, because I don't feel like returning it. So I'm hoping this one being 2 inches bigger is going to actually work for what I'm doing. It's really open on top, which is nice. So I think it'll have good airflow coming around. A little different. I like, kind of like I said, interesting style. So it's a thinner thing. This probably lights up too. Cool if the blade's lit up though. So I'll see how this all is going to work. Nice if this lit up and everything, but we'll see how it works. This one here, you know, I like this one a lot better than the other one. But yeah, so there was that. There's the booklet on this. So you can set it up through an app on there. If you look there. And then also too, it's got telling you the setup for the bracket, the ceiling, what the remote control does. It's supposed to have 6 speeds, things like that. So, but yeah. So there's the booklet for that. Now let's move this over here. It's got a little bit of weight to it, nothing major, but there's the mounting bracket. So, get this stuff out of the bag here. Move that out of the way. Don't need that anymore. Alright, there's the remote. Has a little thing to anchor it to the wall, whatever. So you put the remote in there. Remote's doesn't feel anything super fantastic. It's got the setups for different speeds and everything. So this hook thing, I'm not sure quite what this is for yet. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's about. And then of course, then we got batteries. Got one set of mounting hardware. We have another set of mounting hardware and some kind of electrical connection or some kind of connection, it looks like. So some of the wires here, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's really, really nice fan there. And then here's the setup on the back side. So, yeah. So there's the wire right there. So there's those wires, and then you got one more over here, which is the ground. So there we go. And then that's hook it up. Everything in there. But I'll get this installed, and then we'll show what it looks like. I like the looks of it. I think it looks pretty cool. You know, it's a shame it's not 18 inches like I said. I know the whole assembly's 18. I'm kind of getting frustrated with that, but I said I'm going to keep ending up with this. At least this one is 2 inches bigger, it looks like. So, because the other one's about 9, a little under 9 inches. This is around 11. So at least, you know, it's 2 inches bigger, so it'll probably produce more. And then plus it's open, so I think it'll work a lot better. But we'll see how it goes once it gets installed. Alright, so here's the stuff to do the fan install. So this TCFUNDY, the ceiling fan. I'll actually lay the box down here. Yep, so there's everything to do the install. Get the poles, zip ties, the bracket for the fan, from the cord. There's 2 screw packs. One is for, looks like the mounting screws for the fan to that bracket. And then it's going to go up here. As you can see, there's no box or anything, so that's why I'm doing poles. We're going to mount the fan to the poles, and then have this 25-foot extension, 25-foot extension cord, and then it's going to come over here to the storage right here. Get this thing put together and installed. That bracket is going to get, that bracket right there is going to get mounted to those poles, zip ties. They can take a 75-pound load, so we're good. I already did a little bit of work on the bracket to get rid of any sharp edges or anything, and it'll get positioned on those poles. Poles will get figured out. Get this installed and, you know, take it from there. Okay, so here's the fan. It's been mounted, installed, and all that. Yeah, there's the issue with this. One, it's supposed to be an 18-inch blade span, and then the issue is when I turn the fan on. So, oops, there's the light, and we're gonna do the fan here. You see there's a wobble in it. I'm gonna get it from another angle to show it. Let's see what's going on with this fan. We'll do 3. You can see it, how it's wobbling. But I'll try to get close enough to hear the noise. Now go the other way with it. You can see how that thing's wobbling. That is bad. But also notice there's a gap right here. So some brown junk. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in this fan. Especially with this wobbliness like that. That is bad. And noise. After a while the noise starts intensifying, so I think it's something with the motor. I ran this last night for a little while and just it got louder. So this is not a good deal. It's supposed to be 18-inch blade span. It's not supposed to wobble like that. I mean, stop it. Look at how bad that is. That fan's gonna get replaced with something better. Like I said, I wanted something that was 18 inch across the blade assembly, which means it'd probably be like 20, I guess the blade would be. I'd go as low as 16 on the span, or like the blade span being 16, that would do all right. Okay, I wanted to show something also. Something I noticed too is, like here's the, oh, sorry about that. Here's the mounting plate and the screws that go on that, which are, let me see, because I just removed the ceiling fan, which is these screws right here. Well, the heads of these screws to me are a little bit too small. You can see how I've marked it out, and I noticed that. I didn't notice it until I started removing it. If you look for where the bracket sits and stuff, it's like these should be technically, these should technically be bigger. So look how much movement there is. So trying to get this exactly centered on that is like, I don't know, because realistically when it goes over, it sits up in here. So as you can see, let me see if I can get it to where it'll sit on its own. It's got to be up. But you can see it's okay. I kind of got it moved up now. But you can see how it's gonna, when it sits in that little. Sorry about the blurriness. But when it sits up in that part, you see how the bottom it's not really touching. And I noticed that on a lot of these, like actually the whole way around, like you can see the mark on the plastic right here. So it was just pretty much holding here, and it kind of was going behind the plastic on this, just like on this one, you can see it right there, and up there at the top. So, yep, so I'm getting ready to box this thing back up. But yeah, there it is, without the fan. So there's my connection and stuff. I got another fan I'm going to get in place of that one. So, okay, so get this boxed up. There. Okay, so put this down like this. Put all the stuff back in the bag here. Yeah, like I said, disappointing is sometimes noticed it's really tricky to buy a decent ceiling fan offline, because most of the ceiling fans are just, they're tiny blades on it. They have these, you sit and you get a 20-inch fan with a blade this size. This is a 12 and a half inch blade across, so for each one of these it's pathetic, you know. And I actually was real specific when I looked this one up. I put an 18-inch blade span, pretty much. I put an 18-inch blade, which I was looking at one blade being 18 inches, which would be 36, but I was still looking at this was 18 inches across. I'm happy about that. But, so it's going back. I got another one that is 24 inch, that at least has a 16-inch blade span across it, which would be a lot better. So, okay, we close it up here. One part is putting it up here. And I gotta put bracket on top there. Yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of pretty close like this. Like that. There we go. And back on it. Okay, yeah, almost forgot to put this in there too. These are putting on instructions for the clock, and this is instruction for the universal fan. So, from here, that.
it's a reboxing on this one, and this one's going to go back to the store. And unfortunately, there will be another unboxing of another ceiling fan because I got a 24 inch that's going to be coming up at some point. So until then, see you again next time. Bye bye for now.